Hey friends, it's me, your good buddy Matt D. Today we're gonna ink a political cartoon because everyone kind of hates them. I've got my coffee here and I've got my top ramen with no added MSG and teriyaki sauce pack inside and assorted veggies pouch also inside. So, hey, let's get to work. Woo, let's do it. Let's ink a political cartoon. Still drinking coffee while I'm talking. Alright. As you can see, I have drawn a sort of Trumpian character saying, "Oh, I thought you said fatten the curve. Here's the thing, not very funny. Political cartoons are not very funny. But you do them anyways, I guess. I'm not exactly sure how they all work. I'm not exactly sure why people do them. Kind of. I guess I'm doing one. It's like a dad joke that you just have to get out no matter what. Anyway, political cartoons. I don't really have a selection of pens here. Woo! A selection of pens, mostly microns. One off Sharpie that I'll just use right now because it's right here. I kind of want a fatter line. 1.8. Maybe start with that. Starting with a 0.8. There's a guy that used to do illustrations for the magazine Hot Dog. All I can tell you about the magazine Hot Dog is you could order it from Scholastic, so I don't know if it was a real magazine or came out once a month. It was pretty special. Anyway, one of the illustrators for Hot Dog had a style slightly similar to what I've just recreated here. Much better. I'm not comparing me to that person at all. They later went on to work for Mad Magazine. Anyway, they really liked drawing characters with high pronounced cheekbones. I'm a very good caricaturist. Much better than I think I'm doing right here. I don't really think I've captured a good likeness. But that's not really what this one was about. Yeah, I'm getting kind of out of frame here. I can't believe I'm having problems with this incredibly improvised rig I've set up. Trying not to get as much stuff in the shadows, but it's impossible. Here, let me get this out of the picture frame. Here, let me not take a great video. Yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to be talking the whole time. Maybe I should have a, you know, light sounds that are barely indetectable, but offer some sort of reprieve from the, excuse me, the oppressive quiet storm. I always have to have something drooling. Drool's pretty cool. And then gotta get eyeballs really. Probably should be using a smaller pen here. Let's see, 5 here, 8, 3. A couple of these pens that are just straight up really garbage now that are actually barely create a line. But I save, of course, because they create that barely line. Sometimes it's nice to have one of those when you're detailed stuff, but kind of can't count on it. They create a cool look, but it's real scratchy, and you gotta fight it, right? You know, it's like immediately gonna trail off, which is cool, but again. Not pens you would letter with, I guess you would say. Yeah, bad lettering pens. Pens that are bad to letter with. Quiet mumbling with your good buddy Matt as he tries to draw a thing. Oh, that's still mostly in frame there. Yeah, how about that? It's like I know what I'm doing. I definitely shouldn't be doing this with an 8. There we go. It kind of has more of this generic old man villain vibe. More of a, I have no idea what Warren Buffett looks like, but more of a Warren Buffett, what I'd imagine a Warren Buffett would look like, or a, I don't know, McLauer from the McLaren report, is that right? I think it's McLaren. But yeah, just more of a generic old white guy than our current president. But again, political cartoons, they are, how the French say, terrible. Oh, shit. Oh, there you go. Trying to get you the most light as possible for my kind of crazy rig, which is only giving you more shadows. There really has got to be a better way of doing that. Hold on. There's not really a lot I can do about the shadows. My anti-shadow fighter here. There's another fun little secret. As you see, it's already getting a little blurry right up in this area. Already smudging it with my hands. Look at all that. You can't even tell what that is. A little bit of smudginess there. A little bit of smudginess there. So just kind of get this. We've got heavy hands, unfortunately, when I draw. And there we go. And this pen is almost out. Yeah, a lot of it. Sometimes drawing is just... Well then, yeah. Hey. Oh, I thought you said fatten the... Yeah, I know. Hilarious. It's, why they pay me the big bucks. Normally I would have wanted to have that whip up a little bit right there. But Donald Trump wears his jackets really, 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 really long to cover up his obese belly. True fact. Seriously, yeah, look at how Donald J. Trump wears his suits. I'm not trying to be too mean-spirited at the guy, but super, super, super long. Like way longer in the arms. Like when you wear a jacket, you should be able to lift your thumb and the base of your thumb, this area right there, that should touch that bottom of the cuff, right? And that's how you know it fits. Like you lift your thumb up, and if it touches the cuff, it fits. Donald J. Trump looks like looks like a child wearing his dad's suits. It's just and not because he doesn't know how to wear them. It's literally to cover his obesity. It makes you realize he's an incredibly obese man. Again, no shame in that game. But it's hard to notice. Because, like he's balding, right? Like everyone knows he's balding. That comes as a surprise to no one. But you still kind of forget because he does really... Say what you will about the man. The man really does do an expert level of crafting that hair. You know, right? Like, there's a thing, like, how bald is he, right? I mean, that's a real question. Like, how... I mean, is he totally bald? Is it just like one big whippity-woo? I think it's one big whippity-woo on top, right? Which is impressive, you know, right? I mean, every day. You know, I think about that. You know, you can't just not do that kind of haircut. You know, you can't just... I guess you can't just put a hat on. I've seen him do that before, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. Commitment. It's a level of commitment that I personally don't have. It's why I don't... It's why I'm not rockabilly. I don't want to grease my hair every day. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know it's giving him kind of old people spots, which again isn't necessarily a Donald Trump thing. It's just making him a little bit more ghoulish. Again, this is just a little bit more stuff I like to do than maybe what should be done. You know, it's your world, you know, it's just draw you want, you know, if you want to draw some mean-spirited, unhappy trees, I'm going to do like a sad, angry sandwich over here, you know, it's just like mad and disgusted and filled with like fats and sadness. It's just I'm just drawing a little sad sandwich. Just drawing a little bit of despair. Trying that, you know, reverse Bob Rossisms. You know, but it is your world, right? You know, it is a good point. You know, you can make it as disgusting or as realistic. You know, my world always has a little bit more gross in it. People are always, you know, spilling their sauce. You know, it's not quite right at all. Oh well, it's one of those things that I'll fix and post. When I tell myself it's one of those things one of those marks you put that will just drive you bananas, and then, you know, you'll think that way too much and monkey around. Oh, right. I've got to finish this tie. Alright, so this tie, which has gotten so smudgy, I know what you're thinking. You're like, wow, man, you really figured a lot out with those pencil lines there. You really figured that all out. And to that I would say, yeah. Yes, I have not figured it out. But oh, yeah, it's all... Like, wait, that looks all lumpy. Oh, damn lumpy. No, I'm taking it all the way. Taking it lower and lower, just pulling it closer to me. Up too high. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. You can barely see the camera. I mean, it's the kind of level of professionalism that, if you're a friend of mine, friends, hello, good friends of mine will It's the level of professionalism that good friends of mine have come to expect. So I didn't think I should deviate from. Yeah, now that I'm here, like I feel like I've created this character that's a little bit more, almost more Rush. There we go, Rush Limbaugh-esque than Trumpian. More Limbaughian. Russian Limbaughian. Limpa. Grandpa. Papa. Peepaw. Okay, so here's the thing about inking. Here you go. You want an inking secret? It's constantly just remembering, or drawing secret is just what's on top of each other, right? Like, so this, his fat head, yeah, no shame in that game. His fat head is on top of his body, right? So you got to draw this big, line, right? And be like, this big fat head, and it sits here, and this weight of this thing, right? So we got to put that shadow on all the things the head sits on. It sits on this. It sits on the tie. See, the shirt and tie, or I should say that. Bust out another little dude. I can't be doing all this. The shirt and tie, or not the shirt and tie, I should say. The collar and tie sit on top of this shirt. So that's like the next thing, right? Like, and the jacket. Oh god, see, I mean, this is where drawing becomes fun. Is the jacket sits on top of the shirt collar and the shirt, but underneath the head, and so there's the thing. It's just making this line thicker than that line, this line a little bit, this top line thicker than this bottom line, but this bottom line still has to have some juice to it because it's so just trying to get this all finished, see if we can do. Man, yeah. Get some bits on here. It's also on the burger. I'm gonna meat. Sesame seeds. Sesame seeds needs kind of its own. Oh, pen. You've just seen the graveyard. We need some more pens here. To the point where all my microns are getting to be that kind of all universal cruddy, and they're all becoming cruddy in the exact same way. It's the funny thing about microns. Sometimes it's hard to give them up, right? Like they go so intermittently. Oh, this one's still good. This one's still got some life in it. It doesn't. Of course, I say that just after, said that just minutes ago that I use them all the time when they're just about out of life. Hopefully you can hear some of this and it's not all mumbling. I like that. That's a little unnecessary, a little thicker. I wish I'd gone a little bit thinner with that. I'm going to ink this just because I kind of want to get across the fact that it is bald. Oh, pulling this off the thing, maybe. Oh, yeah. Wow. Almost. Here we go. I'll just nail this shitty claw of a hand a little bit better. I didn't do the best job of this. Yeah, I'd like to give people a little bit of a thing here. And then, yeah, I think I'm just about get some pointillism because I'm a maniac. Hamburger is kind of coming off the bun here a little bit. Good. Yeah, just a little bit of pointillism for the hamburger because it's hamburger meat. Likes pointillism. That's where I might actually even do yeah, there we go. Like I said before, this is all the stuff, right? It's all on top of each other. Oh, yeah, I know. See, this is how I need to go in there and fix that. That's not. This is right. Hand barely good enough, but whatever. It's barely good enough is still good enough. Dad jokes aren't always about drawing competent hands. This is one of them. So now, just kind of an ink this lettering here. Sorry, sneezed. So now my nose is extra weird. It's not the corona, it's just boogers. Plain old boogers. I'm gonna buy this circle tool set for some class in college. It was extremely expensive for what it is, and I never would have bought it on my own, I'll tell you that, for free right now. But yeah, I'm super glad I have it. I just dropped something. This is part of the drawing where I'm really antsy. Here's another little tip. Yeah, heavy hands. Now get rid of some of this pencil. I'm just kind of rolling. I was kind of rolling my kneaded eraser. It's kind of a technique that I've discovered works pretty well. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. The problem is, yeah, look at that. A little bit too much Yeah, a little bit too much of my heavy hand. It's gonna... Should have done this earlier. Oh well. Again, political cartoons, right? There, just get a little bit of that off there. Ugh. How much some of this is usable? I don't know how usable some of this stuff is because I've done a mediocre job of making sure I'm in frame. Hopefully we can fix that all in editing. That's that right there. See that? That's a good example of you need a new Micron. Literally, it would be hard to show it off, but I've literally it's drawn this Micron to the point where it now has like chisel tip. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I gotta. Be very careful when I'm doing this. I usually hold my breath when I'm doing these parts, so I don't really talk. I don't mean like hold my... So scary. I just actually just concentrate and need to stop breathing. Oh, next time I'm gonna draw a square so I know exactly where I can draw into the window instead of doing that kind of thing. As if you were wondering what I was thinking for the future and if I had learned anything or had any takeaways. But yeah, so yeah, that's how you draw a political cartoon. Or we just inked a political cartoon. That's not how you draw one. Pretty fun, I guess. There it is. Try to do another video where I color it because I know you're excited and I know you want to see this full color. No, I do, because people love political cartoons and they're important, and dad jokes are important. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.